Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to Capricorn Tech Tuesday. So for today's video, we will be talking about document approval on cloud. So before starting, uh, let me introduce that we are Capricorn, a WinZero company, your digital and net zero partner. Okay. So let's start with the problem statement first. So imagine that you are on a site and there is a drawing which you need to refer for executing uh, a construction process. Okay. But you encounter that there is an error in the drawing, right? So this error is not going up with the actual condition of the construction site, right? So this error then may cause the issuance of RFI, which is the request for information, and even maybe give rise to costly change orders, right? So an error in drawing can have such major effects on the project. So we need to be sure that the drawing file which has reached the construction site, which has to be used for the execution of the project, need to be reviewed, need to be approved by the different team members. Then only it should be used for the execution. Okay, otherwise it can lead to expenses and delays. So let me introduce you to our the product suite, that is the Autodesk Construction Cloud. It's a cloud-based platform and which comes up with the three major products: BIM Collaborate Pro, Takeoff and Build, and the Docs, which is the document management part of the platform, which we will look into today. So document management has these various functions we have been discussing lately in different videos which we have covered in this series. For today's video, as we are talking about review workflow, we will be discussing review and approvals, how we can conduct that through docs. Okay, so let's just not waste time and jump into the platform itself. Okay, so this is the platform of docs for you. So here we are in the docs, and today we are looking into this review tool. So this is the interface of the tool. Now, if you see here, there it enlists all the reviews which have ever taken place in the project. Okay, so with their statuses, if it has been closed or it is still opened, the IDs which you can give, the review names, the workflows which it follows. So there can be different reviewers for different type of file types. So based on that, we can actually create a workflow here. We will look into that, how we can create the workflows, and then who has initiated it, and various actions, who has taken up the actions related to approving the files. And if it also will tell you if the particular review workflow is due. Okay, so it has been highlighted here that this particular review workflow is due here. And then so there can be a bunch of files which you can review with the single review workflow. So it will here tell you how many of the files have been approved, how many have been rejected. So okay, that all information will be there in this log. Now let's first see how we can actually create the approval workflow. Okay, so here it enlists the number of review steps which you want to take for this particular review workflow. Let's say we will go with the 3-step approval workflow. Okay, so it says that there will be a initiator who will initiate the review. He will be attaching the files he want to get reviewed, and then there will be 3 reviewers, then a final reviewer who will say that the files have been approved or rejected. So they will also be taking the actions, but the final reviewer is will give the final statements about the file, and then the review will be closed. So if we see here, while setting up the approval workflow, you will be giving the name of the workflow. You will be choosing the reviewers. So among the project members, you can set as who will be the initiator, who will be reviewing first, who will be reviewing second, and then also you can give them a time. Okay, so let's say we are here giving them 3 days for reviewing this particular for reviewing the files, right? So if it goes due, then they will be highlighted in red, as we have seen that in the log, right? So, and then it's a status based. Okay, so the final reviewer will choose to either approve it or reject it, or we can add statuses like this has been added over here, that approve with the comments. Okay, so in this way we would know that what is the status for this particular file. It has to be worked again on, or it can be shared. Then also it's a very interesting feature over here is that we are allowing our files to be copied to the shared folder. So as we know, we have seen in the previous videos, we are organizing our files folder wise, right? So here also we can choose that after the files have been approved, only the files with the status of approved can be automatically shifted to the shared folder. So people with the particular permission of to that shared folder can then access that files which have been approved by the approvers, right? So this is the approval workflow we set before taking files for the review. And then you can simply just come here and create review. You can choose among the files, project files. So this is the common data environment. All your project files are here in this, so organized in these folder structures. So you can choose among the files you need to get reviewed, and then just take them. Okay, so you can just choose any number of files you want to get reviewed at a time, then choose the review workflows which we have created in the settings. Among those workflows you can choose, okay, and then just set it for review. So this will get up here like this. So it's a status based workflow. This is the status bar chart of the file. So it will anytime will tell you what where the file is. So let's say for this particular file it is at step 2, which is the initial reviewer 1, and he has not yet reviewed this, so it is saying that it's pending with the due date. So in this way you can check, the project managers mainly can check the statuses of the reviews. So this was all about the review workflow. So I can just show you as well that there are the shared folders which we create in the folder structures, where these files get automatically shift to. Okay, they copied to that particular folder. So if we, you see, so this is the shared folder. So people with particular permission control for this folder can then access to this review file. So this will help in only sharing the files which are approved by the reviewers. Okay, so less chance of errors to the site, which is the aim of our today's video. Okay, so thank you. See you in the next video.